Welcome to Moonlight Truth Studios. I am Mama So. I am coming into the energy of the ancestors wanting to dig into somebody's shit or go inside and give you some scoop on something within your situation. This may be for you, this may not be for you. Okay, this is still a general message. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all my imperfections and my interruptions too. I come with all aspects of and dimensions, dynamics of who I am. Take what is for you, leave the rest. Okay. But all the information that you need for any personal consultations um are linked down below, as well as my disclaimers. um yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this because we're going to use what's the tea, and we're also going to use my tea leaf, and then from there I'll get the rest of the information. But right now, this is where a desire for me to begin, for me to start. So I am going to follow suit. The inside scoop, a deeper look. I deal within the shadow and the light, but I mainly go into those places where it's uncomfortable, where it may trigger you, because I am here to assist, to be a guide, to show you those parts of you that are standing in the way, or what parts of your ancestors' conditions are standing in the way, or what particular situation in your life may possibly be standing in your way that still can be linked behind a childhood trauma, or a conditioning of an ancestor, or a conditioning of a family member that is still present. Okay, I am here to ignite you for the greater good of your soul, so that you can truly evolve and heal, to release the weight of density that we feel in these physical bodies. Clear my throat. Ancestors known and unknown, heard and unheard, seen and unseen, that is of our greatest good and our highest vibration. What is it that you desire for me to channel forward? Bring the message that is most needed within the collective energy forward at this time. Allow me to communicate and articulate the words and the messages clearly and precise. Allow the cards to illuminate and to speak, so that I can translate the information that is needed for the individual on the other side. Do share with other like-minded individuals if you find that this message is for someone else, because it can happen. You can be that initiator. You come across a piece of information, but that information or those pieces of information don't actually belong for you, but it belongs to someone else that's connected to you. I am not a microwave effect. I take my time to channel and to transmit, because I use all of my clairs. I allow my clairs and my other spiritual gifts to come through as well. There's resistance here. There's resistance here. Is this resistance in the cards, or these are not the cards you want me to start with? These are the cards you don't want me to start with. She's tall. I'll speed this up. Oops. Mm. The claw, be careful, do not take risks. This just recently came out. This just recently came out. Dad, was that the collective Taurus season energy? I don't know. Be careful, don't take risks. And then we have the hills, obstacles to overcome. So maybe some taking chances on something. It's like trying to go around the obstacle instead of allowing the self to be present within the obstacles or the challenges that you may be facing. I'm hearing that these obstacles and challenges that you may be facing are there to season and to strengthen you for the long haul. What is this? Ink pot, problems to be solved. Obstacles to overcome, problems to be solved. Be careful, do not take risks. Take risk on what? That's what we need. That's what's standing out the most because I'm seeing the challenges. I'm seeing that there's an issue, a strong issue that is present here. And there's something that the ancestors are asking you not to take a chance on. It's almost like ease your grip, almost like release, like almost like you're making the wrong choice. It's almost like you're acting out of the wrong set of emotion. This is the emotion of the past. That's why they're saying don't take a risk. Be careful because those are the parts within the self that is those conditionings behind the wounding, behind the pain, the disappointments. And some of you are, yeah, it's like you're not being careful in who's communicating or what's speaking within you. Is it the authentic self, of the intuitive emotion? Or, like I said, is it the emotions of the conditions of the past? And maybe that's why you keep having these hurdles that may keep showing up in your life. Like you're constantly forever cleaning up a mess, whether it's your own mess or someone else's mess, it doesn't matter. It goes either which way. The energy constantly shifts because there's two sides to every pole. Let's go in. Fair man may be significant for someone here. Supreme ancestors, how do y'all desire for me to go forward with this within the tarot? Kepper? Yeah, what do you have a tight grip on? Is that Kepper? Kepper's not here. Let's get Kepper. Where is this area that they need to be? What is this character? What is this caution? Because I feel like this is what can be creating some of these issues, unresolved issues. Concern, expectations and concern, 28 and 33. Expectations and concerns. There's some things that there's something that doesn't concern you, is what I'm hearing. You're putting in too much input. Yeah, there's a need to release. Yeah, something's not for you to be bothered with. It's almost like you keep putting your hands into something that it doesn't concern you. They keep saying it doesn't concern you. It's like the expectation and this concern is speaking as if like you're being nosy, like you're all up in people's business. And maybe that's why the be careful, stop taking. I feel like it's like saying, like the ancestors are saying, stop taking these type of risks and getting yourself involved in other people's situations in the way that you have been, because there's setbacks here. there's setbacks here within these obstacles that you need to overcome. Why? Because you constantly have a mess. You're constantly finding yourself in someone else's mess, in someone else's problem, because you keep trying to solve it when it's not your concern. Master number 33, okay? The ascendant ancestors. There's something to that should be the least of your concern, but you keep making it one of your priorities, and it's not your priority. The priority is the self, because everything is looking towards the past. And how I'm looking at this, I'm looking at it on the table like this, and they're looking towards the past. This is coming towards the future, you know. I just heard it's tarot time. My Canadian awakened to spirit. I watch her, silly white girl. I love her though. I love her. She makes me laugh. She's so humorous. But which deck ancestors within the tarot realm? I just heard the meddling of other people's affairs. This could be other people meddling in your affairs. Do you know that the information it switch, and the other people meddling in your affairs could be creating these problems, can be creating these hurdles, and the ancestors could be trying to get you to take a deeper look and make it your concern. Stop giving other people the benefit of the doubt. That's what I hear. Stop giving other people the benefit of the doubt. That's the first desire. I consult with my team. You know, it's a 24/7 thing for me. It's a constant thing. I consult with my team. I lean not on my own understanding alone anymore. Okay? That's the all parts of me. They want me to continue here first. What's this hill? What are these hills? Because this seems like this is in your mental emotional body. This is like what's going on now. And the mental emotional body, the undercurrent, is what you're experiencing. And this ink is representing the blood of the ancestors, the ink, the DNA, the chromosomes, the genetics. Within this feels like that haunted past, problems to be resolved. So there's something that needs to be cleaned up. They're trying to, like, it's almost like they're trying to forewarn you to be careful, because it's like you're headed in the same type of disaster or the same type of situations. The obstacles. Did I shuffle? No, I didn't. There's many aspects and dimensions that are housed inside of us, which means there's a lot of voices, there's a lot of frequencies and vibrations. And the more you come to learn yourself, and the more you come to, you know, learn emotional maturity, or, who's communicating? Is it the ego trauma, or, right? Or is it the higher self? Once you come to those awarenesses, then that's when you can see certain things that are around about you, because then you have learned to come in to see the things within you. And this is that claw, gripping the ground, and why the ancestors are saying be careful, because it's like you're not looking at the things within the self. It's almost like a past judgment, but it's like a passing of judgment onto someone, or casting a stone onto someone, but yet you're not looking at the insides within you. Yeah. the situations or the problems, the traumas, the fears, the illusions, the misconceptions, the separation within segregation of heaven and earth, of light and dark. But coming to understand and understand how the multiness of colors and how they all come together to create. And these colors are coming in through the elements within how they come together to create the many different pigments and many different hues. Take that how that resonates. That was for someone specific. There's an ancestor here. It's very vast, but some type of heart condition. The heart condition I'm hearing through worration. The heart condition through trying to fix others or trying to assist others within their problems that took on more than what they could hold or what they could chew. And that within itself was detrimental to their health. The concern and the love to nurture the world on the outside, but neglected the world within its lineage, within this ink that is spilled, within the DNA, within the family, within those that have been left behind, meaning those that are still physical and still living, because the ancestors, the person that lived, that now is the ancestor, has left behind. There's a deep remorse within regret to some of the uncleansing, some of the debts that has been left within the generations. That is what I hear. Anything else, ancestors, before we move forward? Um, I just heard brewski. Hand me a brewski, or just brewski. I heard hand me a brewski and then brewski. So brewski, is that Bruce? I don't know. I've been really working on the names. My frequency is now vibrating and higher to where now I can really tap and pull in names. Rashad, 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 Rashad. And then I just heard Mariana. And then I hear Beth, Becky. Mm. But people want to say that people like me that use cards to divine, that are intuitives, mediums, are making them believe that they're not connected to their ancestors because they're triggered behind something that the messenger gave. Whew. The obstacles. What we need to see are the obstacles. Tangled web within the mind and the heart. And the misconnections. I'm seeing the misfires. Yeah. I'm seeing the misfires. Let me get this card first. Unexpected income. I'm gonna put that down. Because I'm seeing the nerve endings. I'm seeing the connectivity from the heavens and the earth. And the connectivity of the heavens and the earth, this is also the mind, the mental mind, and where thought becomes into existence, into the physical. And I saw the misfire. I saw where there's certain lines within that connection that are connected, but there's a lot of gaps, a lot of holes within that connectivity. And unexpected income, obstacles to overcome, easy come, easy go. It's also what that's giving me is like, you're not getting paid for this. There's no equal exchange. And it degressed from 28 to 27. Yeah, we're going to get more with that unexpected income, because it's almost like I'm seeing swindling, whatever. Misuse of money. Unexpected income, we see that as a joy, right? But it's not standing alone. It's standing with the obstacles to overcome, the hills and the valleys. So this is just almost like, as soon as the money hits your hand, you know, it's gone. Hmm. The investments of self, because the way that they're showing me this is like, you're receiving these unexpected blessings within monetary, and you're taking that coin, that blessing that the divine and the ancestors, etc., has placed and given to you, and because of you, you're meddling and trying to problem solve for other people. It's then being handed over to them instead of it being applied into the investment and the closer look to gain the inner scoop, the treasure that's deeper inside you. Did I explain that right? I hope I did. I am Christelle, the Earth and Hollow. Okay, Christelle, the Earth and Hollow, that channels the energy of Mama Soul and Grandma Spider. The inkpot, investing into the wrong things. This is also giving me making assumptions that someone is asking for your help. There's nothing wrong with having a giving and loving heart and want to help everyone. But if you keep finding yourself being drained because you just keep having one problem, one challenge after another, don't you think it's time to really look at what you're investing your energy to, and really come to see how you're depleting yourself, so that you can come to actually nurture yourself, to love yourself, to restore and to discover? It's many things in this. The inkpot. Ancestors, what is this inkpot? Ancestors say, been robbing and stealing. We've been given, overextending for way too long. We have been allowing, they're talking to you through me. We have been allowing this same issue to constantly be about. It's time to clean up the mess. It's time to reclaim what belongs to you. Stop taking risk in other people. Take risk within yourself to clean it up through looking at your own blood and your own problems. Because looking into the problems and the issues of others is the denial in looking and facing the truths within your life. Let's see what's down here on the floor. Mature woman. This is someone's grandma, someone's nana, someone with very strong feminine energy. This even feels, that's why it's a female, a strong female. This could have been a strong female cousin or auntie that, a sister that's no longer with you that is coming to communicate this message to you through me. Get so that you can get the inside scoop that you need to get the information, the pieces, so that you can bring them together for yourself and use your own discernment and not think that it is an illusion, a trick from your ancestors to utilize someone else to bring forward the message. Still digressed. 27 to 6, single digits. This is an individual ancestor. But this is also bringing in where it's saying this is the part within the creativity of oneself that has been depleted and has been spilled within the matriarch. I heard all sovereign rights within femininity. So for who is still here, the root cause is the gossiping. Whoever this ancestor that's connecting to you through, connecting to you through me, they are asking that you look into the behaviors in which you remember of them. Whatever situation, whatever age that you can remember, the type of conversations or the things that you may have come in on and may have overheard, and replay and process that into your memory, into your mind, and then bring a level of awareness into the self and how you're dealing with others around you. Then you can come to see the imposter in the room. That's how I hear it. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that sounds good. This is they're telling me to they're saying for me to bring an aligned action, and that some of you need to know also like what like a superpower, like a strength, or this can also show up like a supporting energy. Of course, the ancestors, and learning thyself and really becoming more aware and observant of the self, then, right? Yeah, so an aligned action that is best for you to take. Are we using tarot? Keep wanting to use tarot. I heard, well, then use it, but let's go here. And then I saw the cards. They keep telling me to take you along the ride with me. Maybe there's certain things within the balance within heaven and earth, or mind and, and physical, the connections. I don't know. But like this cleansing, the incense, the refreshing of the incense. Now I'm taking some of my product that I make, my poof be gone, to clear this deck because that's what they asked me to do. So I'm going to utilize that, dust that off. This is another product that I'm working on. Well, I've already worked on it, but as far as packaging and things like that and labels and stuff, This is for like your windows, clearing any new objects that you have, dusting your bed, dressing your bed, for like protection and, absorbs negative energy. Now I'm a dust muffin. And now I'm in an awkward ass position. And the card went down. Ew. Always hold the memory of love. Remember to rejoice and celebrate the ancestors, to acknowledge them, because this is heart upon heart, to renovate them, to raise them up, the aligned action to take to help you to overcome the shit. It's the heart. Rejoice within the heart. Rejoice through giving. The aligned action, reconnect to the heart, reconnect to the memories of love, the memories of the past. 6. The life force. I heard the life force that you're giving. That's the looking at the life force, because the 3 of Cups is also social, people who you're celebrating with, who your money, your resources, or whatever are going to, your pearls of wisdom. But yet the swine is still not learning and moving on. And maybe that's a mirror reflection for you to look within the self and see where you're not moving on, where you're actually the swine that's not taking heed to the caution, the aligned action. Replenish and open the heart. But first you have to clean up some past mess. And the only way to clean up the past mess is to visit it, to look at it. To heal it, to come into the acceptance. Ancestors, I really am tired. He said we are too. He said they're tired of being stuck between the chambers, unable to move. It almost feels like the prison. Ooh. Unable to move. The prison. It's like only daydreaming. Expectations, right? The expectations of freedom. They're saying that there's a need for forgiveness. Superpower. What is the superpower? Support of the strength that is within them that they do not see currently at this time. Super strength. It's the God within you, baby. It's the God within you. Spiritual strength. It's the God within you. It's the ancestors that are with you. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, because that's like the individual strength that you contained. But the emerald tablets are coming in. Maybe there's a curiosity about the emerald tablets, or maybe there's a curiosity brewing within some type of mystery system, mystical system, the occult. Maybe there's a desire or strength within a new level of gnosis, just knowledge. The superpower is to know that you are well protected by the divine, all that is, has been, and always will be, and be able to come to surrender the things that you hold as concern, to surrender the things, right? These are the things, to surrender it and allow the divine, allow the ancestors, your spirit guides to lead you, because you know that you are protected. Any last words? No, no. Enough has been said. Clear your path and walk and stand in your power. Don't be afraid to be with yourself, to become content with yourself. If the outside world has created nothing but chaos and turmoil within you, then what is that saying for you to do? I thank you for allowing me, Mama Soul, to share this space with you. And until next time, my beautiful creatures, you can check out my playlist of seasons. And yeah, you can also check out my other channel, Soulful Harvest Homestead. Yeah, and until then, good night.